Most Wanted, a special series starting Monday at 6 and 11.
Daddy's gonna love this.
I bet he will. The omelets are his favorite.
I'm so glad we came over here this morning.
Me too. Why don't you go and wake him up? I think he's going to be very surprised.
I bet you'd win, hands down.
Oh, you little thing! Daddy.
Well, it's good to see you back to your old self again.
What took you so long?
Well, I always say the best for last, Mindy, and guess what? You get to go home.
Oh, terrific. But that's not why I wanted to see you.
Oh, yeah? What's up?
I saw Beth last night. Thank you for coming, Dr. Darden.
Oh, my pleasure. Just keep him off that leg for a few days. He'll be okay. He's strong. He's lucky you didn't do any more damage.
Morning. How you feeling?
Man. I had the weirdest dream.
What?
Nothing.
Come on, you can tell me.
I dreamed that I was looking for my mother. And you told me that... You told me...
You'd found her?
How'd you know?
Because it wasn't a dream, Dylan. I am your mother.
Why do I enjoy Alpine Lace, low sodium, and lower in cholesterol Swiss low cheese? Because it's delicious. And I want to take care of myself now, not when I'm 50.
At your deli, delicious Alpine Lace Swiss Low. Why wait till 50?
Crunch and Munch is love at first bite. You're gonna love it with all your might.
Crunch and Munch, popcorn and peanuts with a rich, buttery topping. Now in fun-size kids packs.
Crunch and Munch is love at first bite.
Oh, sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot. Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot. Sometimes you need a little finesse. Sometimes you need a lot. Finesse.
Dad, can I help? See, I brought my power tools.
The Fisher-Price Power Workshop. It has make-believe power tools that work in a special way, so kids get the feeling they're really sawing and drilling.
Dad, is that level?
You're right.
Dad, can I have my drill back?
The Power Workshop from Fisher-Price, because you're only young once.
Softness that won't wash away. That's important to Dr. Paula Couture, who washes her hands throughout the day. So she uses Eversoft lotion from Jergens. Eversoft is the remarkable lotion that won't wash off the next time she washes up. Yet Eversoft is not greasy. Now your hands can feel as soft as Dr. Paula Couture's. Eversoft lotion from Jergens. You won't wash away the softness.
Chance and Mickey have intimate plans for their anniversary. But murder and political intrigue.
You can be my eyes and ears.
Combine to put the celebration on hold for a while.
Go for it.
When the cops are stuck.
You gotta help me.
Go out on a limb with danger and romance on Snoops Friday.
Judith Francis, Till We Meet Again, beginning Sunday, November 19th.
I know you must be shocked. I mean, I was too. Can you believe after all this time we've known each other, we never really knew? Although I've always thought that there was some kind of a connection between us. I guess that's why I was always buttoned into your life, like with Daisy. Susan. You see, I understood the whole thing better than you thought I did because I've been through it. With you. I know you must be blown away. I am too. And even though I wasn't there for you, I want you to know that I thought about you every day. I mean, I was dying to know what you looked like and what you sounded like. And when Cody called me a few weeks back to tell me that you wanted to see me, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was finally going to get to see my boy. My beautiful baby boy. And when I saw your binky, the one that Mama made for you, and the birthmark on your knee, I knew it was you. Cody told me about some of the rough times you've been through, and I'm sorry. I just wish I could have been there with you.
Could have been. You hadn't gotten rid of me in the first place.
You are a beauty. What was that? Vaughn. Listen, I'm sorry, but your secretary wasn't at her desk.
And you never could resist sneaking up on people.
It's how we make a living.
Past tense, please.
Oh, yes, of course. You know, it's amazing to see how far a lapsed agent has come. That jaunt to the Aegean must have really paid off. That's very impressive.
Thank you. Tell me, why is the former head of our agency settling in a quiet town like this?
Oh, I know, a little this, a little that. Somebody has to keep an eye on you.
Me? I'm just a man in a gray flannel suit now. What's to keep an eye on?
Oh, Roger, you do make me laugh. You know, you never were much of a company man. And you should remember that I've taught you everything you know. So, let's cut to the chase, shall we? What are you really up to?
Mindy, what do you mean you saw Beth?
Wait a minute. Mindy, you were asleep when I left you last night.
I know, but I woke up and Beth was standing
But
right
we
here.
have been talking about Beth a lot. Maybe you just had a dream about her.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
What did she say?
Nothing. I said her name and she ran away. She just vanished.
Mindy, you've been through hell. You've been on medication, all right?
You don't know.
I know, but it just seems so real.
No, that's all right. I've got it. I'm okay.
Philip, wait
Bradley?
a second.
Did you see Beth last night?
No, why?
Mindy said she saw her in her room.
She thinks she saw her.
No, she said she did. Did you see her?
No, I haven't seen her since the stable. Rick, could I please talk to her?
Bradley, she's not ready to see anybody right
Please,
now.
just...
Nurse, please take him to the room, okay? Thank you. Philip.
Listen, Mindy said that she saw her. What, do you think she's in on something with Bradley? No, Rick, she saw her. She's telling the truth.
I'm not taking Bradley's word for anything. As far as Mindy's concerned, Philip, she just came out of a coma. She's been on medication.
Doesn't matter. She said she saw her.
She also said she saw her mother, grandmother, Kurt, and Rose. So you gonna go chasing after them, too?
I'm gonna find Beth. That's what I'm gonna do.
Life without cholesterol. Is there? Give up the best things in life. What's left?
Introducing new Miracle Whip cholesterol-free dressing. Now the best things in life are cholesterol-free.
Thank you.
There's a new spin on your favorite light bread. Introducing new Wonder Light Oatmeal and Wonder Light Italian. Soft and fresh with the tastes you love, but only 40 calories a slice.
What a great new twist.
Wonder Light Oatmeal and Wonder Light Italian. The new wonders of light bread.
It's a laugh, it's a cry. It's the start of a new romance. It's a memory. It's a daybreak. It's a whole new way for you to celebrate.
General Foods International Coffees introduces new naturally decaffeinated Swiss mocha. Decaffeinated, so you can celebrate anytime.
Celebrate the moments of your life.
Ernie, don't take the game.
It's my categories, and I'm going home.
Don't let him go.
Give in on neatness.
All right, we accept neatness.
Neatness as a disease?
Yes.
Categories. A letter comes up on the dice, and there's all these categories. And you think of a word for each that starts with that letter. But your answer can't be like anyone else's.
Beginning with R, farm animals.
Rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros. Sure.
Categories from Milton Bradley. It's better to have your own.
Is 20 minutes too long to wait for the slow-cooked taste and the plump whole grains of long-grain rice? It is now. This is Minute Premium Long Grain Rice, a different kind of rice from Minute. Slow-cooked taste, plump whole grains in 5 minutes. So why wait 20 minutes for the mouth-watering, slow-simmered taste of long grain rice when you can have it in 5 minutes? Minute Premium Long Grain Rice, slow-cooked taste in 5 fast minutes.
All right, Mindy, this just said that you saw Beth last night and that you'd be willing to swear to it in a court of law.
Philip, I want to, but...
Sign it, Mindy.
Okay, but maybe Rick's right. You know, I was under a lot of medication and...
Okay. Mindy, I love you. Thank you.
Sorry.
What's going on with him?
He is going to take care of some business, I guess.
Oh. Well, I brought you some.
Thank you. They're beautiful.
Well, they said you could leave the hospital today, so I thought maybe we could have a nice, quiet dinner to celebrate.
I'd love to.
Wait a minute. Mindy, a lot of people at the lighthouse are going to be disappointed if you don't show up tonight.
Why?
Because I'm throwing you a welcome home surprise party. Surprise.
A party for me?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, I promise I'll act real surprised. If it's okay with you.
Sure.
Great.
Sure.
All right. See you tonight.
I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind going to the party.
No.
Philip, look, and I'm just trying to help you.
You want to
out,
help
right?
me tell Lillian that I'm looking for her.
What for? Where are you going?
I'm going to Judge Collier's.
Why?
Because I've got to get a court order to have Beth's grave exhumed.
Judge Collier, I'm still a little confused about why you wanted to see me today.
It's about Philip Spaulding's rather unorthodox request.
What request?
To exhume your daughter's grave.
What?
He told me you were upset at the idea of exhumation.
I told him it was absolutely out of the question.
I'm sorry. I never would have called you if I'd known you had a definite opinion against it.
I'm sure Philip didn't tell me about this because he knew how I felt about it. He knew I was against it. Believe me, I don't blame Philip. I love him as though he was my son, and I feel very badly about what he's going through right now, but I don't believe my daughter's alive. I can't. You see, it took me so long to accept Beth's death that, well, Philip just hasn't been able to do that. You see, he still has hope, mostly because of my ex-husband and his father.
He does have some very strong reasons to suggest a review of the case.
Judge Collier, I just can't disturb her.
Are you all right? Yes. I understand how you feel, of course. But do you think there's any chance, even 1 in a million, that what Philip is saying is true?
Oh, I wish it was. God, I wish it was. But it's not true.
Don't forget to finish your juice.
Ladies, thank you for that omelet. It was superb. And thank you for my own special little pumpkin.
You're welcome, Daddy.
I heard you were working late last night, and I thought you were due for a change. Ah, there's your ride. I called the carpool and had them pick her up here today. Here, give me get your coat. On with the coat. On with the knapsack. Okay. I love you. Bye.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, sweetheart. Knock in bed at school.
So, how was Bees?
Fine. Ma and I get along great for the first 48 hours. After that, it gets a little sticky.
So why'd you stay so long?
I was just joking. Ma and I get along fine. I had some things to think through.
About us? Anything you want to share with me?
I wanted to make you breakfast.
And then what, we go our separate ways?
I don't know.
I mean, is that what's happening here? Sometimes we make love, sometimes we're making breakfast. I'd hope we were past the playing house part.
Excuse me. If I'd known that an omelet was going to set you off like this, I would have stayed home.
No, it's just that, this playing at being a family. Sometimes you're here, sometimes you're gone. What's happening? What's going on?
I didn't want to get into this morning. It's just that I realized a couple of things at Ma's. I've been blaming you for our separation. When really, I'm the one who doubted our marriage first. I'm the one who started to lose faith. I'm the one who felt things for Fletcher, even though we didn't act on it.
Well, I certainly made you pay for that, didn't I?
More or less. And then, when I found out, I was just really hurt when I found out that you'd slept with Holly, and I forgot about the part that I played in it. And it's just been really difficult for me to accept my responsibility in this.
I know what happened with Holly hurt you. And if there was any way that I could go back and just change it, please believe me that I would.
Me too.
Because now I think about it, and all I can hear is you saying that you don't know if you'll ever be able to forgive me.
I don't know if I ever will be able to forgive you. But at least now, I want to try.
So where does that leave us?
I know this is hard for you to understand, but I was 17 years old when I got pregnant. That's younger than you are now, and I was ashamed. Oh, not of you. I was afraid of what my family and my friends would think of me.
At least you had a family.
Oh, Dylan, we were dirt poor. There was nothing I could have offered you. Now, you can believe this if you want to, but you don't have to. But giving you up was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. And I've regretted it every day since
Who is
then.
he?
What? Your father?
I don't know any other he I'd be talking about. Do you?
It was a hot summer night, and it was a long time ago. We weren't even married.
One night. So it wasn't Josh?
No.
Then who?
I don't know.
What?
He was a nobody. He was a boy that I knew. Look, aren't you having enough to deal with just trying to accept me as your mother?
So you didn't even love him?
Look, honey, please. Can we just try to get along with each other before we start dragging somebody else into this?
Man, I hired Rusty to find you.
I know. And he's going to be so happy to know he has a nephew. I mean, the whole family is... I mean, look, my mama and pop already love you to death.
Then there's your husband.
Joshua already knows that I have a son. He's just going to be surprised to find out it's you.
Surprised, yeah.
Look.
Right.
I know that it's going to take some getting used to on everybody's part. But the important thing is that we found each other and that we can start over. And we can get to know each other. And I can try to make up for some of the things I owe you. I know that I'm moving fast on this. But I've been waiting for it my whole life. And there's so much I want to say to you. So much. Are you sorry it's me?
I don't know.
I want to make my hair look like my sister. VO5 shampoo.
5 special ingredients, 3 to clean, 2 for manageability.
You used my shampoo. How'd you know? Fabulous hair.
VO5 makes your hair do what you want it to.
Try as they may, no one's ever been able to get real lemon juice in your dishwasher. Until now. For beautifully clean dishes, introducing new Sunlight. It's the only dishwasher detergent with real lemon juice.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is the magic of Disney toys from Mattel.
Oh, wow! Come to the circus.
Playtime magic like Mickey Town Circus.
Here's the door. You're so dirty, Mickey.
Bathtub magic like Clean Fun Mickey.
You're a good boy.
And the special bedtime magic of the Dreamtime Carousel. Disney toys from Mattel, bringing imaginations to life.
It's a fact of life that women sweat too, which is why Menon created Lady Speed Stick Antiperspirant. Wide coverage and speed stick protection that glides on dry to help keep you dry all day long. In fact, nothing fights wetness and odor better. But because it's made for a woman, it's gentle.
Women sweat too.
Lady Speed Stick protects you like a man, but treats you like a woman. Lady Speed Stick.
By Menon.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Tonight, the job offer of a lifetime.
I mean, what would you think about moving back here to New York?
But the price of success could be the loss of a dream on Peaceable Kingdom.
Sex and the American Teenager, the new facts of life.
I hope my kids aren't having sex.
What will the next 48 hours be like? Thursday.
This is CBS.
I think the message was there and the voters spoke and how they felt about it.
Coming up at 5, Giants owner Bob Lurie and San Francisco's Mayor Agnos.
Right now, I don't know what else I can give. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up, and I'm going to be looking for other opportunities.
Key players in the fight to keep the Giants.
We will, I guess the best way to put it is regroup.
The future of the Giants, what the Bay Area may do to keep them, who else wants the team, and how they may get them. Today on Eyewitness News at 5.
Now, back to cooking with Aubrey.
Okay. Have we got our ingredients ready?
Yes.
Rossby eggs family.
There's nothing like DuPont Stainmaster Carpet for handling a pinch of this.
Measure the milk carefully.
And for dealing with a dash of that.
Oh.
But it's not a Stainmaster Carpet
Wasn't that fun? Super duper.
if it doesn't say DuPont. Now discover DuPont Stainmaster in the new Premier Designer Collection.
Ever write a letter to the editor? In television, they're called free speech messages. Here at Channel 5, we call them speak-ups. Let us know what's on your mind. Easy enough to get a hold of us. The address is 855 Battery, San Francisco 94111.
The Elements of Adventure, tonight at 7:30.
Uncle Ross didn't sound too furious with me.
Nah, he kind of gets mad, but, he usually gets reasonable in the end.
He was just mostly relieved to know I was okay.
Yeah, well, make sure your kids are okay. That's kind of the main thing, isn't it?
He said he couldn't wait to see me.
Probably to kill me.
Yeah, probably. You know, Mindy's coming back from the hospital.
Do you think we'll be able to leave here soon?
I don't see why not. Dylan's leg's not broken. His fever's down. I think getting him back to Springfield's the best thing. Get him into Cedars. Get him taken care of.
You're so sweet to be so concerned.
Well, he kind of reminds me of myself at that age. And I'll tell you something. I used to get in a lot of trouble.
Still can't believe that Harley let him take the rap for kidnapping Daisy.
Yeah, I know, but Ross said LeMay's dropped all charges against everybody, so it's all in the past.
For her. But he's still in trouble for violating his parole and going against the court order.
Well, you and I'll just hang in there for him, and we'll put in a good word.
Yeah.
No, you're kind of an amazing girl, Sammy. I like the way you hung in there for Dylan.
He didn't want me to go with him. I made him take me.
Well, and I guess he's just lucky you're so hard-headed.
Thanks.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, how'd it go with Dylan?
Well, I told him. I don't think he believed it at first, but we're working on it.
Can I see him?
Sure. Dr. Darden was here and said his leg isn't broken and that he should be fine as long as he stays off it for a few days.
Good. Well, I'll tell him I'm taking him home.
He didn't say much to you, did he?
No.
Dylan's like that sometimes. He's afraid to let people see the real him. Finding you is what's driven him all these years, so now that it's over.
Yeah. And then to find out that his mother is none other than Reba Shane. I understand how he feels. I was in shock, too. Joshua.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm gonna start packing.
I found him. I found my son here at Cross Creek. It's Dylan. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I know. Mark Cody told me.
You tried to help?
Yeah. In fact, I wanted to come here and be with you sooner, but HB talked me into letting you have some time alone with him.
Remind me to thank HB.
He said that you had never had a chance to be alone with your son, and you might have a lot to say to each other. What are you doing here?
You think you know me so well.
Well, I should. I'm the one who picked up all of your broken pieces and put them back together again.
So obviously I can't lie to you.
I wish.
Tell me, is your interest in my plans personal or professional?
But I'm retired, Roger. You know that.
All right, personal then. Alexandra?
You seem to be very interested yourself.
Why not? She's a very exciting woman.
And a very rich one.
Aha! That's why you're sticking around town.
No. You're the ladies' man around here, not me. Although I could give you quite a run for your money with Alexandra.
Well, please, be my guest. You know I love a good challenge.
Yes. You've already convinced Alex that you're indispensable at work. And now, I imagine, you're going to make yourself indispensable personally.
Well, you know, I can't completely bow out of the picture. After all, my relationship with Alex transcends business. We're family now.
Oh, yes. Blakewood Towers. You've got your daughter's name on it.
She is Philip Spaulding's wife.
Yes. Very convenient. And just the beginning.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
Well, you've already got your foot in the door of a major corporation under the aegis of the chief executive officer.
Excuse me, that's my personal line. Yes. Ah, good. So the transaction's complete? Yes, I knew it would. And the other project is... No. The property taxes are inconsequential. I want you to go ahead with it. I'll wait for your call. Yeah, bye. Oh, please, why the smug look, huh? I mean, everything I'm doing is out in the open. All right, granted, it's good for me. It's also good for Spaulding.
That may wash with everybody else. You've even convinced Alexandra with your charm.
I have no secrets from her.
Now, I've done my homework, Roger. I know that you've been using your own money to buy up all the property around the towers under a different name. Does Alexandra know about that?
Mindy Lewis says that she saw Beth last night at Cedars Hospital. Now, believe me, if there is anybody in the world who would recognize Beth, it's Mindy. She's known her since high school. Did you get a chance to review this evidence that I left with you last night?
Yes, I did.
Great. Well, how long do you think it'll take to get the court order?
I'm afraid there won't be one.
What? You've got all the evidence?
I'm sorry, without her mother's consent, I can't allow you to exhume Beth's grave.
Here's good tickets, okay? I'm not about to let cramps get in the way of a great movie.
But I don't take aspirin or Tylenol anymore. I take Advil. You see, Advil contains a medicine that was once available only by prescription. It stops cramps right where they start. Today, doctors recommend Advil for cramps more than all other non-prescription pain relievers combined. And Advil is gentler to my stomach than aspirin. Come on, let's get some good seats.
Advil, advanced medicine for pain. Look for a special Advil coupon in Sunday's paper.
Talk about bad luck.
The snack will fix that.
Country Crock cheese products?
Mm-hmm. It's a new snack. Taste it.
Country Crock cheese tastes great.
Great. Now, where are my 50 chips?
How about a cracker and Country Crock cheese?
How about all of them on account?
On account of what?
On account of you owe me 50 chips.
I do?
Yes.
Oh.
Introducing Shed's Country Crock spreadable cheese products. Made with 100% natural cheese, but with fewer calories and less cholesterol.
Collect all Country Crock cheese.
Play fair.
I can't resist the taste of victory.
You just can't resist the taste.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no vegetables yesterday, honey.
No time.
The American Dietetic Association says vegetables are an important part of a balanced diet.
No salad.
Too busy.
When you can't get to eat vegetables, you can drink them. One delicious glass of V8 juice provides a serving of vegetables.
Have a V8, honey.
It's straight to the office for me, Hans.
Morning, George.
Hey, Fred. No V8 today, huh?
Drink V8. Keep your diet straight.
Available in reclosable 32-ounce glass bottles.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Oh, I'm in George got nuts. Mouth don't.
Because
sometimes you feel like a sometimes you do.
When it comes to bagging garbage, there's a best way
Hefty, zigzag.
and a second best way. A best way to close, a best way to lift, a best way to carry away.
Hefty, zigzag.
Why settle for second best?
How you doing, Josh?
Doing fine. I'm a little surprised.
You know that I literally ran into Dylan with my car last night in all that rain. Thank God Billy came.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's a good thing that he came along when he did. I don't know what we would have done.
I thought you were on your way to Venezuela.
I was. On my way to Caracas.
Why?
Why not?
Well, for one thing, you had a meeting that... Look, was it something that I did or something that I said?
No, I hated running out on you like that. But, I guess I just inherited the Louis Wanderlust genes. I don't like to be in one place. Anyway, I headed south, but I got sidetracked and decided to come on up here to Cross Creek.
Do you know about Mindy?
Yeah, I spoke to her. Doctor says she's going to be released.
Yeah, I know.
You know, Josh, I could shoot myself for not being there for her.
The same thought had crossed my mind, yeah.
Just hold off on the big artillery, okay? Because I decided to stay in Springfield and take care of my baby.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. So how was,
Oh, he's fine. He's better. His leg's not broken, thank God.
What's Samantha Marler doing here?
Well, she came with Dylan from Springfield. They seem to care an awful lot about each other. I'm glad he had someone.
You know about
Yeah. Yeah, all about it.
So what did Dylan say when he found out that you were his mother?
Didn't exactly jump for joy, but I think given some time, he'll come to accept me.
Did you tell him about his father?
No, I couldn't. Not tonight. I told him there was plenty of time for that later.
So you didn't tell him at all about the rape?
No. Come on. I can't wait for you to meet him.
I know him. I've known him for a while.
Yeah, well, I thought I did, too. But it's starting to dawn on me that I never really knew him at all.
Mo, I didn't
to be here this morning?
Michelle and I just came over to make Ed breakfast. What is up with you guys?
I was wanting to talk to Ed.
Yeah? About what?
Well, we've been waiting a few days for my test results, and I was wondering if maybe...
Sorry. I will call the lab today, and I'll get your results by tonight, I promise.
Thanks. It'll make the party tonight a lot easier knowing.
What party? Oh, Rick is having a welcome home party for Mindy at the Lighthouse.
Oh, that's nice. You think they have enough room at the Lighthouse for a big party?
Room? Well, maybe not. Well, we could have it here. I'll get some hot dogs and some potato chips. Oh,
They
boy.
call you a doctor. Excuse me, do you mind if I help?
Yeah, you're going to make your avocado dip?
As long as you don't eat all of it.
Well, I can't promise that.
Oh. So why don't you call up Rick and ask him to have the party?
Well, I'll talk to him at the hospital, okay?
All right, so what are you guys doing for the rest of the day?
We're going for a ride in the country.
You thought you were going for a ride in the country. Now you're going to stay and help me clean.
We are.
Oh. You dust. Mm-mm. You vacuum. Oh,
The rags are...
Oh, this is the last time I come over for a favor.
Go.
I've missed you.
Well, if I am going to move back here for good, I want to do it right. I don't want Michelle or us to have to go through this ever again.
Sounds good to me. It's nice. I like leaving knowing you're going to be here. Lillian. Wait.
What is it, Bradley?
Did you see Philip this morning?
No, but I would like to see Philip. Boy, do I have a bone to pick with him.
Then you don't know about Mindy.
What about Mindy?
She thinks she saw Beth in her room last night.
What?
Mindy thinks Beth came to see her last night.
Oh, that is ridiculous. Mindy's been very sick. She's just imagining things. Why would Beth come see Mindy before me or Philip?
Lillian, our daughter is not dead.
Beth is not your daughter. Don't you ever call her that again.
So how do I look?
Oh, Mindy, it's you. Yes.
Unanimous, just the way I like it. Well, I am ready to bridge forward.
Okay, here you go. Watch your legs. I don't do this very much.
Look out, Springfield. Mindy Lewis is back.
No, Judge, I told you, I don't want to drag Mrs. Raines into this.
I'm afraid I already did, not knowing that you didn't discuss it with her. I asked her opinion of exhumation this morning. She's firmly opposed.
I know that, Judge. I told you. She's afraid of getting her hopes up in case there's a possibility that I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Mr. Spaulding, you're not the only one who loved Miss Raines. Her mother was deeply affected when I told her about your request for a court order. Exhumation is a very painful ordeal to put anyone through. I would suggest that you accept things the way they are and let Beth rest in peace.
What do I have to do to get through to you people? How is she going to rest in peace if she's not in there?
If you don't calm down, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I'm sorry, Judge. I apologize. Isn't there any way that you can do this without Mrs. Raines' permission?
No, I'm afraid not. Look, if you're so convinced of all this, why don't you take another approach? Notify the police and let them search for her.
I can't get them to do that until I can prove that she's a missing person, and I can't do that unless I can open the casket. Judge, you've got everything you need. You've got the taped confession of the coroner who said that it was not Beth's body he sent back to Springfield. Now, what do you want?
Tape recordings are inadmissible in a court of law. That could be anybody's voice on that tape.
Well, what about Bradley's affidavit? What about that?
Bradley Raines is a convicted felon. I can't take his word for anything.
Okay, well, what about Mindy Lewis? She's not. She's a respected member of this community.
Yes, but didn't Miss Lewis just come out of a coma? I'm sorry, Mr. Spaulding, but I'm afraid my answer has to be no.
Well, you're making a big mistake. Beth Raines is alive, and I'm not going to stop until I find her.
Dad, can I help? See, I brought my power tools.
The Fisher-Price Power Workshop. It has make-believe power tools that work in a special way, so kids get the feeling they're really sawing and drilling.
Dad, isn't that level?
You're right.
Dad, can I have my drill back?
The Power Workshop from Fisher-Price. Because you're only young once.
Okay, I'm ready. Now, what's the question?
Well, this is Total Raisin Bran. It has 4 times the vitamin nutrition of your Raisin Bran.
4 times?
And it tastes better than your Raisin Bran.
Great! Now, what's the question?
Well, can you think of one reason why you wouldn't buy Total Raisin Bran?
4 times the nutrition? I think I should buy Total Raisin Bran. What do you think?
I think you've made a wise decision.
Betty Crocker says, quote, only 100% Idaho russet potatoes. Real cheddar cheese and very special taste. Au gratin potatoes from Betty Crocker. When you want to make a statement.
Doctors measure back pain by how far you can bend. Extra Strength Dones is made for back pain relief with an ingredient these pain relievers don't have. Dones makes back pain go away. Extra Strength Dones, made for back pain relief.
Good afternoon. Dan Rather, CBS News with Newsbreak. In a plea bargain, retired Air Force General Richard Secord has pleaded guilty to lying in the Iran-Contra investigation. Secord could get 5 years in prison. East Germany named a new reform-minded ruling Politburo today, headed by communist boss Egon Krenz. Krenz was later booed at a rally of party faithful. Secretary of State Baker says he's rejected some of the changes in his Middle East peace plan demanded by Israel. He wouldn't say which ones. Now this.
Today, discover antiperspirant protection that glides on. It's crystal clear Arid Glide On. Not a crumbly stick, not a drippy roll-on. It's clear Arid Glide On. And now new Arid Double X Glide On helps keep you extra, extra dry.
British soldiers manning army ambulances are being ordered into the streets of London after British civilian crews were suspended in a labor dispute. We'll have more later on tonight's CBS Evening News.
Now, don't look so surprised. You know, it wasn't difficult to figure out what your scheme was, if you were really looking.
I forgot. You know me so well.
You know, I read about your project. And when I first came to Springfield, I began to look around, and I noticed a lot of storefront properties that were vacant down by the waterfront. So I made a few inquiries and discovered that a lot of the businesses were being bought up, all at the same time. Some for much more than the value of the property. Now, obviously, somebody wanted that property very badly. Oh, there were a few holdouts. You know, the Cooper Garage, the Spalding Girls secondhand store.
You don't miss a thing, do you?
Can't afford to in my line of work.
I thought you retired.
Well, let's call it a hobby then.
Look, don't worry. I'm sure Harley Spalding will change her mind about selling, and she in turn will change her brother's mind, and between the two of them, they will make out very nicely, thank you.
Well, it wasn't Harley that I was worried about.
Who then? Alex? She's not going to be hurt. This whole thing is going to benefit her, and Spalding, too, in the long run.
And all of this for a man who always thinks of number one.
It all changed when I found Blake. You know that I have spent the last 15 years of my life thinking about what it would be like if I finally had a chance with my daughter. Well, I've got one. I'm not about to blow it. Lakewood Towers is named after her for a reason.
If this were all about Blake, you could have made it up to her any time, any place. But why use Spalding's?
See, there's a beauty to this. There's a symmetry, if you will. See, I've got a past with Spalding. This is my opportunity to turn things around, to prove I'm not the same man I was when I left.
It's all very admirable, if it's true.
All right, let's drop the cat and mouse. Are you going to Alex with this?
I don't know yet.
I promise you, she's not going to be hurt.
She better not be.
know if you polish that any harder, you're going to rub all the silver off.
Sorry.
Johnny, the test doesn't matter. Whatever happens, it's not going to change anything.
Stop saying that. Of course it matters. You have been talking about kids ever since we met, and I know how important that is to you. You're from a big family. You want a big family. And you would be a great mother. I saw you with Tanika.
Yes, you did. I loved that little girl as if she were my own. Even though she wasn't, Johnny, I can do that again.
But I know you want your own children. I wanted them to be my children.
Who says they can't be? Johnny, we don't know for sure that you can't have children.
We have every reason
yet.
to believe that the second test will come back exactly the same as the first test.
Well, then what do you want me to say then? That I can't accept it? That adoption isn't good enough? Answer me, Johnny. What do you want?
I want you to give some serious thought to whether or not you still want to marry me.
How could it be Reva? Reva Shane, of all people.
You don't like her?
Oh, she has her moments.
There you go.
But now, suddenly, you know, she's my mother. She wants me to be her little sonny boy.
Maybe it's just too much too soon.
More like too little, too late. I can't just be all happy and excited just because she wants me to.
That's what I mean. Maybe it's just too soon for you to know what you really feel. You've had a lot thrown at you.
But I've wanted this my whole life. I figured once I found my mother, everything would be great. I feel whole. Finished. So why do I feel like this?
How do you feel exactly?
I feel all jumbled up. Part of me wishes there was a back way at her so we could just take off.
You and I?
Yeah, you and me.
I like that. But we can't run anymore. It's time for us to go home.
Your day begins with the bare necessities. Lubriderm lotion, created for dermatologists, so you know it's good for your skin. Absorbs quickly, every day, everywhere. Lubriderm, your bare necessity.
The Colgate Plus toothbrush meets old Squarehead. At first, it was hard being the odd-looking toothbrush. But it's my dual bristle design and diamond-shaped head that helps me clean teeth and massage gums so well. And so comfortably. No Squarehead could beat that. So, my neighbor moved out, and Peggy moved in.
Colgate Plus, the odd-looking, super-cleaning, comfy-feeling toothbrush.
Another day is turned to night. Close your eyes, say goodnight.
Sominex has the one ingredient doctors recommend most to help you fall asleep safely without worry. Sominex.
Good night.
Mr. Kayam, I hate shaving.
Doug, try this Remington microscreen. It shaves as close as a blade or your money back. No other shaver makes that promise.
Smooth. Now I know why you bought the company.
The Remington microscreen.
Hey, what's this stuff?
Liquid Dial.
Why'd we switch?
This one has germ killer.
Our own liquid soap had germ killer.
No, it didn't.
Didn't?
Nope.
I thought it did. What about the stuff before that?
It didn't.
It didn't?
Never.
Never?
Never, ever.
I thought it did.
You thought wrong, dear.
I did?
You did.
Most liquid hand soaps don't kill germs. Liquid Dial does because it's made with a unique antibacterial formula.
I know. I bet the stuff we had way back...
Dad, it didn't.
Nah, didn't.
Liquid Dial. It's made to kill germs.
So you're saying you just want to break it off?
No. But I do think it's something you should think about.
I loved you, Johnny. How can you even think that I'd want to break it off?
I am not trying to hurt you. We're talking about the rest of our lives here. This is big. What if we make a mistake?
Oh, whoops. I think I better go.
No, Mo, you stay. You must understand what I'm trying to say here.
What?
That infertility can be a big problem in a marriage. I mean, tell your sister that you can't just ignore it and hope it'll go away.
I think she knows that, John.
I'm not sure that she does.
Well, there's no question that it's hard on you if you can't have your own children, and hard on your spouse.
But it isn't insurmountable.
There was a time when I would have thought that was reason enough to avoid marriage. To keep each other from all that pain. But you can outsmart yourself, too. You can protect yourself so much that you end up safe and sound, all right, but alone. It's much harder to repair love than it is to trust it to carry you through. I'm going to finish up inside.
Ed, good. These were just delivered from the lab. They're Johnny Bauer's test results.
Do you know where Rick is?
No, I think he's in the doctor's lounge.
Okay, thanks.
Nothing.
Lou, hey, look, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, and I have been looking for you,
You gotta come to Judge Collier's with me right now.
Oh, I have no intention of going there at all. I've been
Listen
there
to
once
me.
today.
I can't get that court order without you.
Philip, I told the judge no.
I know you didn't. I know why, but you're wrong. Look, I can't very well disturb her if she's not in there, can I?
Philip, that was my baby. If she was alive, don't you think she'd come to me?
Not if she can't.
Philip, how could she come to Mindy? She can't because she's not alive. Look, I know this is painful for you, but you have to accept it. I mean, you have another life now. You have a wife waiting at home for you. Why don't you ask her for help? Because God knows I can't help you.
Come in.
Hi. Joshua, I'd like you to meet my son, Dylan.
How are you feeling?
Okay.
Quite a surprise for everyone involved, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome to the family.
Great pancakes, Mrs. Butterworth. Jessica, that's just a picture on Mrs. Butterworth's pancake mix. It can't talk. And your syrup is delicious, too.
Why, thank you, Jessica.
I can't believe this.
That's because I make it so very thick and rich.
It's amazing. The box talks. No.
But I do.
Enjoy Mrs. Butterworth's pancake mix and syrups.
Fisher-Price has watched enough toddlers to know that nothing is so much fun as discovering how the world works all by yourself. That's why there's the Discovery Cottage by Fisher-Price. It's the Fisher-Price Animal Sounds Barn, where they'll discover lots of happy animal sounds and make some all their own.
He's back.
Sam McCloud.
Still a maverick in the urban jungle.
Once he got his teeth into a cause, he never lets go.
McCloud travels to London, where he encounters old friends and makes powerful new enemies. Now he's framed for murder.
McCloud's in trouble? McCloud's always in trouble.
Dennis Weaver, The Return of Sam McCloud, Sunday.
This has been Guiding Light.
Today at 5, what will be the effects from yesterday's vote? Get the full report and all the news today at 5 on Channel 5.
Silver Jewelry by Nancy and David. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.